Hello family and friends, this is Rob the Sapper gardener representing Essayons Family Garden. And I got a message from one of our YouTube friends, and he was a little disappointed that something that we had sent him didn't grow as well for him as he wanted, and he took the blame for it. And I was like, no, we don't worry about stuff like that. You know, if we sent you something, I'm sure we got more to send again, and nobody has success in the garden all the time. So I'm going to show you guys a few things, and I hate to admit it, I don't have to go very far to show some of our successes and some of our failures that, yeah, they're a little embarrassing, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. So let me flip you around and you can see what I see. So one of the plants that we have been trying to grow that's new to us this year is fenugreek. And I have to ask myself, will it grow? And then I have to answer, heck no. And we've got some oregano that we put over here to try to grow. Will it grow? Maybe. We just seeded this a couple of days ago, so we're going to give it a week or two to germinate. We also got a bunch of Thai holy basil we got from one of our dear friends who's gifted us many seeds, and we'll see. And I'm going to admit to being a cheater because our single seed challenge was a cardone, and honestly I'm not sure if this is cardone or a piece of grass in there, but we're going to give it some time to see will it grow. But we have been trying to get this entry in the single seed challenge for about 2 months. I've sowed cardone seeds in here probably 2-3 times in that time and had basically given up, thrown in the towel, and planted out some more. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me turn these grow lights off. Yep. Okay, we'll give you a minute. So we said, well, we're a failure at the single seed challenge, but maybe we can try to grow some anyway, and that's not doing any good. But now we got something in here that might be cardone. So none of us are successful with everything in the garden. We bought some planters, and I've talked to or discussed it with our friend Sydney at the Naked Gardeners. He has similar planters, and he said they did not do well for them either. So we got a basil, which we got nothing in there. Will it grow? Maybe, probably not. We got some cilantro in here that was actually doing pretty good. We've harvested from this before, but now everything in there is dying. And we wanted to do some cilantro inside just so it wouldn't bolt so quickly outside. And we got a bunch of fungus gnats flying around too. And mint, one of the things that is the hardest to kill out in the garden. Well, we can look at it and we can ask ourselves, will it grow? And the answer is probably not. So we've got a bunch of stuff in here. We planted a bunch of squash that has not. We've transplanted out a lot of things that we have, but we always have things that we start every year, and we typically don't show a lot of the failures in our garden because we try to be positive and uplifting, but we have plenty of them. We've got some roselle down there that I need to get out in the yard quickly before I have to ask myself, will it grow? And I don't know how this grass got in here. I assume that came from one of our microgreen trays, but we're going to stick with the roselle and cross our fingers that it does well. We've got tons of pepper. We probably planted way too many pepper types this year. We're always overly ambitious, but we've got tons of pepper here to transfer out to our straw bale garden areas and to our hugel mounds, the established ones that are ready to take something. Now, forgot about our lavender down there also. It's struggling, and yeah, I'm sure we're doing something wrong with these pots. We are watering. Yeah, I say that, and yeah, it's bone dry. So yeah, sometimes it's the garden, sometimes it's the gardener. We've got a bunch of peppers over there we need to get out to. So yeah, we want to encourage our friends who watch us to realize that just because we have lots growing on in our garden, you know, doesn't mean that everything's going to grow for us. We have plenty of failures, and hopefully our friend doesn't mind us mentioning him, but it's our friend Ronnie at Early Bird Farm. Oh, it's raining out here. So we sent him some comfrey, I think late last year, and I can't blame him because I think we sent it without double checking with him his plans, and they were on vacation when it came. So comfrey died, but we have plenty of comfrey. And let's see, where's my zoomer? We kept these 2 pots of comfrey in our Sapper cave over the winter so that we could have some fresh for our chickens, which we'll talk about our chickens in a later video. But we've got 2 pots, one there and one there, and what we'll do, we'll go ahead and we'll split those and we'll put them out in the garden in a few different places. But Ronnie, we got more comfrey for you, my friend. And speaking of failures, or things that won't grow, we have never had trouble with our sweet potato starts, and we have tons of them out in the garden. But I've got one sitting on the table. I'm not even going to show you guys that one. And we've got one here that I tried to be smart, aka lazy, and harden this one off outside the Sapper cave. So I just put it here so it could harden off in the shade and get an hour or 2 of sun, and you can see that thing's deader than a doorknob. So yep, things don't always do well for us. And I'll show you one more, brave the rain. We love these little smart pots, and they have done well for us, but we tried growing some Pequin peppers in here, and we have never had a bunch of luck with the Pequin peppers, but we got a few to germinate, and we were hopeful that they would do well in these type pots, but they didn't. So yeah, will it grow? At this point, I'm gonna say heck no. So for all the new gardeners out there, please don't look at our garden and say, yeah, everything's going well, yeah, you got this growing, because obviously it doesn't matter how long you've been gardening, you're going to have setbacks, you're going to have lapses in, you know, judgment, lapses in the weather, you're going to have pest problems. Yeah, things are going to come up, and you know, you just roll with the punches. I try not to get down about, you know, some of the challenges that we have, but we have plenty. We've got rabbits that, you know, eat up our stuff. We had some rats or birds that picked out our first crop of seeds that we put out in our straw bale garden. Almost stepped on a snake going out to check the mail a few days ago. It's always something that comes up, and you know, you can laugh about it or cry about it, and I just choose to laugh about it. We're not going to go hungry. Yeah, you know, push comes to shove, you know, I'll hop in my truck and I'll go get some starts from Home Depot or Lowe's if I have to, but we just do what we have to do. If something doesn't work, you know, we just try again. And We have a lot of our YouTube friends to thank for that, because they've showed plenty of their successes and challenges. One of our friends up north, Ryan at A Little Dirt Never Hurt, you know, he showed us some of his, and we talk about it, and yeah, we roll with the punches. You know, as long as our families are taken care of, we're happy with things. And I've got tons more growing than I have like that. I can't believe I killed a sweet potato slip though. That took some work on my part, but yeah, we got lots of challenges, and we look at things and we say, will it grow? And most of the time, you know, we say probably, but sometimes we just gotta say heck no. Things just, they go bad. We got dragon fruit. Oh, sorry about the close-up. We got some dragon fruit from our friend Papa Pepper about 2-3 years ago, and the dragon fruit's still alive. We've never gotten fruit off of it though. And when he first sent it to us, he sent us 6 cuttings. And all the cuttings were already dried. When you cut off your cuttings, you let it dry first. Once it's crusted up like this one is almost done, then you go ahead and you put them in your soil, and you water them, let them dry out, water them, let them dry out. And of the 6 that he sent us, only 2 rooted, but from those 2 we've gotten plenty more over time. And you know, first I was a little disappointed because of that, and I won't even talk about my struggles with the figs, because I've gotten figs from quite a few people, and I have to admit almost every fig cutting that I've gotten has gone to the great fig graveyard in the sky. And I can't blame the people sending them, because lots of people root figs all the time. So yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm doing and just keep trying to do better. But new gardeners, yeah, don't get discouraged. We all have successes, we all have challenges. I won't even call them failures, because you just learn from the challenges and you just try to do better. So real quick, out of the box, out of the ordinary Sapper Gardener video, just something for our friend, so that he knows that he's not alone in these challenges that we have in the garden. So on behalf of Essayons Family Garden, this is Rob the Sapper Gardener. God bless our great country America. You, wherever you reside around the world, your garden, your harvest, your kitchen, your meals, and especially your family, to have health, success, and prosperity. Take care. Sapper out.